how to assemble the HiQ height adjustable bench. Components included. Tools needed. Structural installation. Begin by assembling the cross beam to the power beam trough, creating an I-frame subassembly. Install 4 M8 bolts per side of the cross beam. You will want to protect the floor so that the bottom M8 bolts don't cause damage. Next, turn the I-frame over and install all 4 columns with M8 bolts. Use a 6mm hex key to fasten 2 bolts per column. Make sure the motor housing is pointing towards the center of the bench. The optional end panels should be installed at this time. Hook the end panel into the feet and secure each panel with 2 M8 bolts. Check that all joints are pulled together tightly. If ganging benches, only install the panel on the outside end of the bench. Now, with some assistance, carefully flip the bench over. Attach the rail with the grommets up, fastening the 2 inside M8 bolts. Once the rail is fastened on both ends, slide on the end brackets and secure the remaining M8 bolts. Repeat this sequence on the other side. Cable trough. The optional cable trough hooks onto the top edge of the power beam and rotates into position. Install 2 M8 bolts per trough from the top down. Power assembly. Now that the structure is in place, you can begin to assemble the power supply. Attach the receptacles to the power harness by pushing them in and sliding them over until you hear a click. Make sure the N arrows point up on both the receptacle and the assembly. Attach power harness to power beam using 2 M6 screws. Remove the hex nut and screw from the hose clamp and attach the hose clamp to the side in which the power in-feed plugs into the power harness. Use the provided number 10 24 by 3/8 inch screw. Route the power in-feed through the opening at the bottom of the crossbeam. Check the arrow direction on the power in-feed to ensure it is connected properly and plug it into the power harness. Reattach hose clamp nut and bolt. Blank plates are included to cover optional data ports, unused receptacles, end caps, and bolt openings. With the power supply connected, the lid can be pressed into place over the power beam. Ganging. If you are ganging benches together, attach jumper harness between benches through the crossbeam opening. Install ganger cover to crossbeam by sliding tabs into the channel on the crossbeam. Then attach the ganger bar to the bottom of the crossbeam using 2 M8 screws. Tabletop installation. The tabletops can be installed aligning the pilot holes with the screw slots in the frame. Make sure the pilot holes for the handset are on the front edge of the bench. Use 22 by number 8 wood screws to secure the tabletop. Hand control installation. Attach the control boxes using number 8 wood screws. Then attach the handsets to the edge of the tabletop, aligning them with the pilot holes and securing them with 2 small Phillips head screws. Now you can connect the handset with the control box by routing the cable through the crossbeam and connecting to the control box. Connect column A to the control box, then connect column B to the control box using the provided extension cable. Wrap the excess cord with a cable tie and attach to the tabletop using the cable management strip with integrated double stick tape. A Phillips head screw is also included for the most secure connection. Finally, power is supplied to each set of columns by attaching the power cable from the control box to any of the power outlets. Cable management. To install the optional cable carrier, First, knock out the window and the cable trough. Attach the first cable carrier bracket to the motor housing and the second cable carrier bracket to the cable trough. Connect the cable carrier with the opening on the outside and route the cable through the carrier. Screen installation. Raised tabletops for easier access. Install one screen clamp on each crossbeam using two M5 screws. Place the screens between the clamps. Raise the screen to be level with the pilot holes, and use the provided hardware to secure the screens to the clamps. If ganging benches together, press the aligner bracket between screens using the divider screen tool. Your HiQ height adjustable bench is now ready to use.